1903 to my inner enemies. Look back, look see, can't take my memory. Well, I know somehow I'm gonna come out on top, and yeah, I know here now I'm gonna see the morning sun.
I'm Jeremy. You have this adorable look to you. Everyone, it's funny, like this is my second time in Oslo, and the last time I came here, I remember, thinking, wow, the girls here are really beautiful. But I think the more time you spend in the country, the more you get used to it. And so now, like, I've seen these blonde girls, and I'm not really into blondes, but yeah. What are you doing today, Elizabeth?
I'm working.
Oh, cool. Do you work in a? What do you do? Do you work in a store around here?
Yeah, I'm working.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I used to work in a bakery.
Oh, you did?
I got so fat when I was working there. It was honestly, every time I used to pack donuts, right? For every 10 donuts I'd pack, I'd eat one.
Yeah, of course.
It was bad, yeah, but you don't look like you have that problem.
No, not yet.
That's cool. So, so what do you study?
Economics.
Very nice.
Yeah.
I like a woman. I've got some business here, and I'm having some fun as well. So I was working most of the weekends. I worked Friday through to Sunday. I'm doing a bit of work today as well. And tomorrow I'm going to be on holiday in Tromsø.
Oh.
I'm going to see the Northern Lights.
Oh.
Yeah. Have you ever seen them?
Yeah.
Cool. Tell me some more about you, honey. What are you?
No, I don't know.
You need to. Are you running late for work? Well, let me walk with you. I'll go this way anyway. If you don't mind walking a little bit slowly, I like to enjoy the day.
Yeah.
Especially, it's so beautiful. It's sunny, So as nervous as I was, and as much as I thought, I don't know how they're going to take this, I decided that weekend to go home and tell my parents the truth about what I did for a living. They were a little bit confused, and they asked a few questions, and then my dad turns around to me, he says, "Jeremy, are you a gigolo?" I'm like, what? And he was like, "Look, I remember when you were living at home, there were all these girls coming in and out of the house. You're always flying off to different places. Are women paying you to have sex with them? Are they paying for you to fly to Las Vegas and San Francisco?" And I was like, "That's not what I do." I'm a person, I think if you find someone attractive, you should go and talk to them. I think life's too short not to do that. Ah, blonde girl, perfect. Okay, blonde girl, you see the one on the left? Yeah. So 3 things are authenticity, value, and social calibration. Take that feeling and use it, man. It's like getting on a roller coaster or going abseiling or something. You feel nervous, but you know it's going to be a fun ride. Excuse me. Let me try this girl. Excuse me. Excuse me. I really love that top on you. It's a really vibrant color. It brings out your face. What an adorable smile. What's your name? Within the first sort of 0 to 30 seconds, you need to show that value for it to work, okay? Your style is important, okay? It communicates your identity. Body language, okay, this is important. How you stand, how you walk, how you move. Keep your chest out, your shoulders back, and your head up. If I see someone I like in my peripheral vision, I might look over. I'm not gonna be like, know what you're gonna say, and say it, and then shut the hell up. So what I do now is I let the girl walk past, and I touch her on the arm and say, "Excuse me. I just saw you walking past, and I have to tell you, you have this incredible style."
I genuinely love your style.
Hi.
I'm loving the purple, I'm loving the hair.
What's your name?
Well,
I'm Jeremy, nice to meet you. Listen, we've got to come clean about something. I work as a dating coach, and this is what I teach and do for a living. In terms of what I bring to the table, when I started doing this stuff about 3 years ago, I went out a lot into the daytime, and not many people were doing that. And I tried a method of interacting with women, what we call a direct approach, that most people advocated against doing. They said that it doesn't work, it's not effective. Excuse me, I just saw you walking past, and I really love your outfit and your style. It's really elegant. What's your name? And then start talking to her. But I stuck to my guns, and you know, I made it work, and now it's what I teach, and I like to think that I've spread it throughout the world so that a lot of other guys have used this and had positive interactions with women. So I've been the driving force behind a lot of that. Maybe she looks busy, or she's with her friends, or she looks like a bitch, right? But part of this is about challenging your assumptions. Maybe she is cold, maybe she isn't very friendly, or maybe she is. You know, maybe she turns out to be the love of your life or the best sex you've ever had. But the fact is, you don't know until you go do it. Well, there's a Starbucks over there. We could go there. So yeah, let's do that. Okay.
Coffee, yeah, we'll see you in there in a second.
Okay, yeah, I'll come in a few minutes, okay? Yeah, that's crazy. But again, it's something I screened for early on now. Like I screened for sexual open-mindedness. Well, you kind of test the boat, you know. Like with that girl yesterday. The last week, I was like, so, have you ever had a brown man? Have you ever been with a brown man before? It's first time for everything. And now you're lucky. Today is lucky because you don't just have one, but you have two. Well, I'll start with the beginning. I was really shy growing up. I never had confidence. I was the kind of kid that always clung to my mum's leg at parties and didn't have many friends. And it got to the point where I was 18 and I'd still never slept with a girl, and I was really, really desperately unhappy about that. A lot of my friends had started to get laid. I was seeing all these other good-looking guys and confident guys talking to all these girls and going to parties, and I was like, you know what? I don't know why I don't have that. I want that. And I went on to this men's magazine website, and there was a little comment by a girl. She was like, well, look, to talk to girls, you just need to be yourself, just be honest. And it was a really unhelpful comment, but then at the end she tagged on, well, look, if you're looking for a good laugh, check out this website, and it was fastseduction.com. A few years later, I still didn't have the dating life that I wanted. I still felt like there was more to learn, and that's when I read The Game by Neil Strauss, and then came across the Mystery Method, which is the old name for the company I work for now, LoveSystems. I remember going out and I was like, God, there's not that many other people doing this. I've got to figure this out for myself. And I went through so many failures trying to do this. I went and hit the streets time and time again, and I just wasn't getting it right. And then boom, I'd make a breakthrough. Then I'd plateau for the next month, and then boom, another breakthrough. So it was constantly just refining it, but it was fun to be out there, like trying to make this stuff work. And then afterwards, once I got it to work, I had to spend time consciously breaking down how and why it was working for the purposes of teaching. It's like seeing the Matrix, right? It's like, us LoveSystems instructors, we've taken the red pill, so we've seen how stuff really works in the social world. Some people aren't ready for that. Some people don't like to accept the truth. Some people like to stay in their little cocoon and, just go about their 9-to-5 jobs and live their lives and not really reach for the stars.
Well, he seems like a great guy, really nice, really friendly, and he's also, I'm impressed. He's very skilled. And the thing that really impressed me was that was the first time I had met him. And, he was interested in my story. He wanted to know, do you have any questions? Is there something that, that I can help you out with? And so it's not just like a money game, like a business game with him. I think he really cares, and I think he's doing a good thing both for men and for women.